Hello and welcome, it's Trevor Cutmore to my YouTube channel. I hope you're enjoying this series that I do. Today what we're going to talk about is zero valuations in property. What is going on? This is becoming more and more problematic for people, but I don't think really people understand what it actually means. So this video is here to help you understand what's it mean when you get zero value on your valuation for mortgage purposes. It's quite common, as I've said. It's happened to a friend of mine recently. I was speaking to them this morning, but it just reminded me, and it really sort of got me to think about it and to do this video. Let's start at the very beginning. Where did this really start to take precedent? Well, over a year ago, after the EWS, the external wall system review on high-rise buildings over 18 meters tall, they were looking at the cladding on the outside, whether that was aluminium or some sort of laminate, and because of that the lenders wouldn't lend on it, and they valued those apartments at £0. Now let's be honest, any property that is valued at £0, zero, is not really worth zero. Don't think, oh, no one's going to buy it, or I can sell it for £10. It will always have an intrinsic value, always. But there's two main reasons why a property is valued at zero. One, it's because when the valuer comes along and looks at it, they deem it not to be in keeping with the criteria of what the lender wants to lend on. That's it, all right? It might be the fact that it's a service accommodation or commercial, and they say, no, zero value, they're not going to lend. Okay, so that's the first reason. The second one is that there is a major issue. Now, how big is that major issue is a really good question. Let's look at a car, and I wish this happened with our properties in valuations, but unfortunately it does not. When you take your car in for an MOT, they test everything, and as they go through they make a list, and when you go there they give you a sheet and they say this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Now if you're getting your MOT done or through the garage where you normally take your car, they would say we can fix it, it's going to cost everything like this, and you've got a clear plan. Unfortunately, when you go for a valuation for mortgage purposes, the valuation and the survey, if you like, is not a high one of structural engineering level or anything like that. So what they would do, they would say unfit or zero or poor construction, or there's a tenant dispute, there is a Japanese knotweed within whatever it is 10 meters of the property. These are the things that they will flag up, and they would just say sorry, but it's zero valuation because. And if they say it's non-standard construction, or it's poor workmanship or something like this, it doesn't give you the specific of what you got to fix. Not like on a car MOT, because if you've got bald tires, it's easy, put new tires on it and we'll go through the MOT. With these valuations you don't get that, and what it does mean is further investigation has to be done. There's two things you can do here as well. So let's suppose you get your valuation through zero. First of all, you can go through your broker and you can challenge the valuation. Okay, now remember this, you're challenging somebody's work that is qualified to go and value this property. Now in my own opinion, it's not the best way to go, because they will justify it and they will not like to be proved wrong. And if you think of it in a logical way, they don't like to be proved wrong. So they would have always put it for whatever reason, and they will be able to back it up, but it won't be on your report. The best way to do it, and I think that is called it's some sort of query, evaluation report query, something like that they call it. However, the best way is that whatever happens, if you want to continue to mortgage that property, buy it, or to remortgage, further investigation is needed. That means another report. So go to your valuer and say, go to your mortgage broker and say, okay, what's the next step? At what level do I need a survey doing? Because remember, if you go off and instruct a structural engineer and get that report, I don't think the valuer will accept that as evidence of what is really going on. They will want to instruct a valuer, and remember, this will be an independent valuer because they don't want to be seen as coercing, and you can't be seen as coercing. Hence, you pay them, they pay the valuer, and you get this valuation. But do that quickly. So that would be going, whatever it's going to be, you should say, right, what is the problem, what do I need to do? And if that is a structural engineer's report, if that is having works done on the properties, let's say it's Japanese knotweed, well, you're going to have to get a licensed contractor in, get the work done, and have the certificate before you're going to get that mortgage. What are the other things? You know, there has to be, I know of over 20 I could rattle off now, but for the sake of it, I'll give you a couple. One, in a house you go into, if there's 2 kitchens, it's unmortgageable. Okay, straight, 0 rating, 0 value. If a house has no kitchen or bathroom, 0, it's gone. If you have disputes with the freeholder and the leaseholder, like this, there's a dispute, they put a value, 0. There's many things that can cause you to have 0 valuation on your property. Like I said, please don't misunderstand, it is not worth nothing, but you need to do the next stage and to argue with the current valuer that they've got it wrong, in my opinion, is not the way to go. Further investigation. Listen, short, sharp and sweet. Today, I really hope you enjoyed that, just putting a little emphasis on why we're seeing more and more valuations coming up with 0 value. I hope you enjoyed it. Please push the button below on the subscribe button so you can see the next updates, what I do on a regular basis, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. I hope you enjoy. Please comment, and I'd love to hear more from you. Have a wonderful week. Take care. God bless you. Bye bye.